Good morning, She Walks Canada community. It's Lindsay. I have just done my morning meditation, and I thought I would share with you something that has been particularly meaningful for me, and maybe for some of you who are wondering how do you go on a Caribbean vacation and not drink? How do you get through that? And so this was my experience. I certainly was never at risk of having a drink, but as soon as we got to the airport, and there's, the airport lounge drinking, and as soon as we got in the airplane with champagne corks popping, and then we arrived here in the Caribbean, and the smell of the sea and just the air and the warmth and the vacation feel, I was like, oh my God, I knew I was never going to drink, but I didn't want to spend my vacation figuring out how to not be anxious and how to enjoy myself. And my husband, when we got down to the pool for the first time, was like, do you want me to get you a drink? And I said, well, sure, yeah, get me what I would always have, which is the Bahama Mama. And I said, but just do it without alcohol. He's like, okay, I'll see what I can do. And so he goes to the bar, comes back, and he says, Lindsay, I got you a Bahama Mama. And when I ordered it without alcohol, they said, oh yeah, just fruit punch? And he said, no, I want a Bahama Mama. He goes, oh yeah, without alcohol, it's just a fruit punch. And of course I laughed when I realized that in my mind I had this whole big thing that, my drink was the, vacation drink. And it's just freaking fruit punch I could buy in the grocery store. Anyway, I thought that was funny. But during my morning meditation, which I have now come to love a meditation practice, and I never thought I would ever be one of those people. But I'm here. I mean, it's pretty easy to meditate here. But something very interesting happened. I was meditating and I had my eyes open, and it's very, very calm. There's very few people out, and there was a seagull that came, I don't know, within 2 feet of me, and I thought, I became present to the fact that I think this seagull is trying to teach me something. And I watched the seagull as it stood just where the water meets the beach here, and she looked as though she was maybe going to have a little snack, and then she walked around a bit, and then she just stood and looked at the ocean with me. But what I noticed is she's totally in her element here, and even she sank into the weight of the sand as the ocean came up to meet her feet, until she took her next step, and she was no longer sinking under the weight of the ocean meeting the sand. And I couldn't help but think and reflect back to my experience when I arrived here, thinking, how am I going to do this? How am I going to have this Caribbean vacation and enjoy it without drinking? It was just a moment of, here we are in our element. And even in our element, we can feel that weight that's pulling us down. We need to take the next step. And for me, it was recognizing that those feelings are just temporary. And then after a few moments, I realized that the seagull wasn't there anymore. And I'm totally in my element, having the time of my life, staying totally aligned with who I am becoming. I have immense gratitude for that seagull. I'm going to turn my camera around so you can see what I've seen.